What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So I've been slacking recently. I haven't been able to really upload too much of anything. So long story short, I did my best draggy pull on pump gas, and it was a 60 to 130 and 5.3. That was 11 pounds with 93 in boosting. So I was logging it too, and I also sent it to Lund. And unfortunately, when they got back to me, they said, hey, you know, your fuel pressure is dropping really, really low, and we don't feel comfortable with it. So we don't recommend, you know, you keep flooring it. You know, it's time for a fuel system. So there's that. I was looking into some drop-in fuel pumps, and it was just not the way to go for me personally. So I saved up, I made it work, and I got a Four Innovations level 2 fuel system for this car. It's a dual pump setup, and it should be easily able to support 1,000 horsepower, maybe even 1,100 if I really wanted to push it, but I don't see me ever going that high. Just because, you know, I don't know. I just want to keep it fun where I can still enjoy it. And, you know, not always breaking shit left and right. You know, it still might, but you know. Anyway, so I had a friend install that, did a killer job on it, and Lund tuned it, and we're still kind of working in the tune and everything, but so far it feels like an animal. The car is absolutely insane, and I cannot believe it. It's the fastest car I've ever had for sure, and it's also extremely sketchy in my opinion. So I'm going to show you guys the fuel system, show you all of that. There's some clips of me driving it, trying to get it to hook, and it's just useless and just dumb. So I got to work on the suspension. I got to get the suspension right. I need some shocks for it. I would love to ramp the boost in somehow, but I don't think I can with this controller. But yeah, so max boost is like 13.5 pounds. No idea what it makes, but yeah, it feels very, very strong up top when it finally does hook. But yeah, it's a handful, and that's for sure. This transmission is, a lot of people think it's an automatic and it's just floor it and you go. It kind of is like that, but the way that it shifts, it's kind of brutal. With this, the torque that the turbos make and everything, and the way that it shifts is a little sketchy. So in my opinion, when you start to spin and you're spinning going into the next gear, that's when it'll just shoot sideways. You know, there's no telling which way. It's either left or right, and it does it, and it does it fast. So I always get, you know, a little nervous when it starts to spin, but most of the time I can tell, hey, I can stay in it and it'll just stay straight. But you know, when it spins fifth gear, it ain't worth it at that point, because it's hard to recover at 100+ miles an hour after going sideways. So like I said, it's very, very sketchy right now. I'm not saying it's the fastest thing in the world. You can't drive it on the street, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, for me, it's a quick car, and it's almost too much power for the road. And I just, you know, partially I think my tires are shot. I've tried doing burnouts to clean them off, and just nothing won't hook. And the only time I can keep it straight, it still spins, but I can keep it straight if I use the paddles, and I just shifted early. So as you can see in one of the clips, I started in 4th gear. As soon as I felt it spin, I clicked 5th, spun all of 5th, and I clicked 6th, and it was gone. So it's a handful. It's a ton of fun. I am super excited about this season. Please say a prayer for my transmission. Please hold on for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys everything, go over the whole kit, and put in some clips. And yeah, so let's get to it. sorry, I just got done washing the car, pulled it in, it got kind of dark out. Nothing's really working in my favor tonight. Trying to jam a whole bunch of stuff into a little bit of free time that I do have. But anyway, enough of that. Washed the car up, and I just wanted to show you guys the fuel system. So it's nothing too crazy. You guys seen a million fuel systems, I'm sure, but here it is, and it's kind of dark. I'm gonna apologize for that now. I'm recording on my phone. My GoPros are complete ass right now. So yeah, I want to show you the fuel system. So here it is under the hood. Got the 4 Innovations regulators, all the E85 safe lines. Got the billet fuel rails. I don't know if you can see them, they're under there. Got all the nice like fittings and stuff that come with the 4 kit. Got the other regulator on this side. So yeah, I have the dual pump hat, 2 fuel pumps in it. I think they're 2 450s. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I ordered. And still have my FIC 1000cc injectors. Obviously the larger lines to support more flow. You know, the whole 9. And this fuel system should be able to support anywhere from 1100 horsepower on E85 if I really want to push it that high. I don't think I will. And yeah, my friend did a killer job on the install. Really super clean under the hood. I mean, as clean as you can get it for a turbo car. There's just a lot of stuff going on with turbo cars. I mean, you have tons of vacuum lines and vacuum blocks and fuel lines and charge. It's a mess. But when it comes together nicely like this, it really is badass, and I'm really in love with it. So next up on the list, obviously I want to get a fuel, already had a fuel system. A nice catch can setup. I don't know which one I'm going to go with yet, but we will see. I know Fat House Fab makes a really, really nice catch can setup for these cars, but a little pricey. But yeah, you got Fat House Fab. UPR actually makes a nice catch can setup specifically for Hellion sleeper cars, and they have Hellion top mount kits as well. So I'm gonna look into those. But any nice catch can setup would be cool. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get rid of my breathers. What else? Oh, suspension. I'm definitely gonna have to do some suspension upgrades on this car. It's just out of control on the street. The videos never do it justice, but spinning at 100+ miles an hour is very sketchy, in my opinion. You know, might be okay for other people, but not really cool, especially if you're trying to win races. You're not gonna win if you're spinning, so I gotta dial this thing in before I get into that. But we'll get there little by little. I'm only one man trying to do it all, so yeah, I want to do the nice UPR IRS kit, and I do want to try a bigger tire. I want to try a 315/50 17 ETR. That seems to be the way to go for big power 10 or 80 cars. So I'm going to try that out. Eventually, maybe get some Kel-Track shots and struts. So we'll see. It's going to be a process, but we're going to get it there. And my goal is a 4-second 60 to 130, and you know, get it moving down in Mexico. I want to get this thing rolling. So, oh, another thing I'm really going to have to do is I have to probably swap out my rear diff. So you're probably familiar. The performance pack cars come with 355s and really great fun gearing. But when you start making upwards of 850, 900 wheel, especially with a 10R80, it gets a little sketchy, a little hard to put the power down, especially with a turbo car. So I'm going to have to upgrade to a 315 rear diff. So if any of you guys watching this have a 315 diff and you want my 355 and you're local, let me know. Would love to do that. So yeah, so the 315 diff will make it easier, well, a little easier to put the power down. Also, probably a little easier on my trans as well. So as you know, with a stock 10R80, you want to stay out of your 1-to-1 gear, which is the 7th gear. Because I think it's your weakest clutch pack is the F clutch in these cars, or whatever they call it. So yeah, so I'm limited to around 145-ish if I really push 6th gear. So with the 315s, I should be able to go like 160-ish, and like I said, it'll be easier to, you know, put the power down. So yeah, I'm gonna try the 315s rear gear. I'm gonna try the 315 rear tire and some suspension upgrades. Nice alignment on it, and it should really get this thing to hook and get this thing moving out. But with those upgrades and those other things I want to do to the car, hopefully we can get this thing rolling. Hopefully I can get my 4-second 60 to 130. I know it means absolutely nothing, but it's just a personal goal that I've had. I've always wanted to get a 4-second 60 to 130. So sounds stupid to a lot of you guys, I understand, but you know, it's just a personal goal I wanted to do with the car. And 4s is really fast. 4s is flying. For a street car, 4s is fast. So it also depends where you live. If you're in Texas, that's slow as shit. But around here, it's pretty quick. So yeah, that's my goal. And I'm bringing you guys along with me on the journey to get it there. But stay tuned for the next video. This thing's going to be on the dyno. And we're going to, I think we're going to dyno it in 3 different boost settings. I might just do like a high boost one just for one pull and then turn it right back down just to see what it makes. Maybe 14, 15 pounds. I don't know. But on the street, realistically, I'm going to keep it around 13, 14 as my high boost setting. So I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, I'm going to have that setting. And then my lowest boost setting should be around 9 to 10 PSI for just every day, you know, just messing around on the street. So I'm going to do that. So stay tuned for that video because I'm really curious to see what this thing makes. Put your guesses down below what you think this thing will make on 13, 14 pounds, E85. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe 850, 900 wheel. I have no idea, but we're going to find out. But sorry for the crazy video. Sorry it's all over the place and the camera footage is kind of crappy, but I'm working on getting new camera, new setup, and more consistent videos for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help your boy out and hit that like button as well. And stay tuned because we're going to put this thing on a dyno. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.